Hello and welcome to Coach's Corner, our weekly coaches show. We sit down with the head men's soccer coach, Trevor Gorman. Coach, let's jump right into it. Your latest win, a 3-1 victory over Iona at home. Rough and tumble game, to say the least. 32 fouls, 9 yellow flags. I want to ask you about the game in general and then that style of play, if you had ever been a part of one like that.
It was an exciting game. We had a great crowd. 1,400 people came out, and it wasn't just a crowd that sat in its hands. It was an engaged crowd. It was an involved crowd. It was loud. It was a really good environment, and our guys were excited. They wanted to get a win on their home field. We had the weekend before where we had a couple of results that we had in our grasp, didn't quite get them, and they were pretty determined. So the later you get in the college season, the more intense things can get, and Iona's a very good team. They're dangerous going forward, and they maybe lost a bit of composure, and a lot of those kids on Iona and our team have grown up playing against each other since they were 6, 7, 8 years of age. So there's a lot of knowledge there, but I thought it was a good game to watch and obviously a fantastic result for us.
You got to be happy putting 3 goals on the board at a maybe stretch in the season where the goals weren't coming as easily for you guys.
Well, you're always happy to get goals, and usually as you get into the midway point of the season and beyond, games tighten up. So if you're a team that can score, you're always in a good position. We think we have goals in this team, and we're just scratching the surface of it, and we were able to get the 3 on Friday night, which was nice. And unfortunately, we didn't get any on Sunday again, but we're encouraged by the progress that we're making, and I think it's going to serve us well now heading into the next stretch.
You talk about scratching the surface. Afonso Panero this past Rookie of the Week after his 2 goals against Iona. You got to be happy about the way he's playing, right?
Yeah, Afonso, it was good to get him off the mark and to get him the recognition. It's our 2nd Rookie of the Week in 3 weeks. Jake Barros had it the first week. So we've scored 8 goals this year. 7 of them have been by freshmen and sophomores. So we've got a lot of young guys doing well, and Afonso had a good performance. We're hoping that'll get his confidence really rolling now heading in, so where he can start getting on the score sheet week in and week out, along with a number of other guys that we think have the potential to score.
All right, I have to ask you about the Villanova loss, 1-0 loss. What are some takeaways from that game?
Well, I mean, we talked about it afterwards. We really believe we should have won the game. We went out, we played very well in the first half, and then early in the second half, we probably dominated the territory, the possession. We created good chances. We had a penalty kick that unfortunately we didn't convert. And ultimately, if you let teams hang around for that amount of time, it can bite you. So we had the harsh reality there, but you're playing a team from the Big East. You're playing a team on their home field, second game of the weekend, and you feel like you're the better team. Now the challenge for us is to not come out of it with all the what-ifs and everything else, but to really put our foot down and say, these are games that we have to win, and these are games we know we're good enough to win. Now let's take that into our upcoming matches and go in expecting to be successful.
All right, speaking of upcoming matches, you guys do have Hartwick, but you have 6 days off between your last game and your next game. What is maybe some fine-tuning you need to do during that 6-day stretch?
The 6 days are important. Early in the season, it's quite common to have a lot of Friday, Sunday games, which are hard physically on the players to play in less than 48 hours. And so we're out of that stretch now. We're down to playing 1 game a weekend with midweek games. And this is our first full week off and our last one for a while as well. So just working on little things like improving our cutting edge, speed of movement, speed of play, trying to really punish teams, put the attack in the right positions, and then also just a little bit in our balance and shape and always fine-tuning stuff, because once we now get into playing weekend, midweek, there's less time to train, and then it's just kind of managing bodies and doing a lot of tactical work. So important week for us, good session yesterday, and 3 more before we play Saturday.
All right, best luck during your match on Saturday.
Great, thank you.
All right, that'll do it for this week's edition of Coach's Corner. As always, you can check us out next week as we look back at Hartwick and then, of course, look ahead to the conference schedule. For Coach Gorman, I'm Zach Bai. We'll see you next time.